48 hours on the border.
Kicking off our team coverage right now, ABC 15's Patricio Espinoza, who gives us a glimpse of that journey through the eyes of a Venezuelan mother and her 2 children.
It's early morning as we walk across the Arizona-Mexico border. It seems with every step we take, everything changes. And the first thing we notice, a long line of people waiting to get across. They claim to have escaped crime and violence in their home countries. Some won't talk to us, afraid of retaliation. But further down the hallway, I meet Astrid. She wants to share her story. Astrid made the journey from Venezuela. We were robbed, says Astrid. Thank God, nothing else, says the mother of 2 who claims both criminals and police alike took any little money they had. And this particular shelter is run purely by volunteers. It does belong to the city of Nogales. But what I wanted to know is, what does it drive a person, a mother of 2 in this case, to go across several borders, walk around the jungle, and finally get here after facing so much danger? My children, she says, as tears come to her eyes. Outside, Fabian, Astrid's son, is playing soccer. And I wonder, what was it like for an 8-year-old child? ¿Te dio miedo?
No.
You're not scared?
No.
Why not? ¿Por qué no? Okay, but your mom tells me that some people took money from you guys. Tu mamá me dice que les quitaron dinero.
Sí.
¿Sí? ¿En dónde? Where?
En la selva.
In la selva, in the jungle. And that is the story of many through a child's eyes. The sun is going down in Nogales, Mexico. And with the nightfall, a new set of challenges for those hoping for legal entry and asylum in the U.S. Tonight, they're not alone. Pastor, you ready?
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting ready to go. We're going to go out in the streets right now. We're in Nogales, Sonora.
Pastor Ramon is from Phoenix. He moved here, he says, just to help those in need. Most come from countries like Guatemala. Honduras, says this Nogales police officer. He walks with us as we see how the group of volunteers helps everyone waiting.
And sometimes all it takes is a cup of coffee or a cup of soup, a little bread. In this case, burritos they're being handed out to the people here at the border waiting to go across. Many of them, all they have is a number or a turn. What happens when they go across is yet to be seen.
7 meses.
You've been here 7 months waiting. 7 meses. Tiene un número. You have a number.
Ya lo tenemos.
Selena is talking about a number assigned to her when she applied for asylum. If her number comes up and she's not here, she says she will have to start all over again. And though Selena has been here for months, she smiles as she gets her cafecito, that one little cup of warm coffee.
In the last year and a half, we've served over 4,800 cups of coffee. Thank God that there's people that care about them and they see their hurt, they see that there's a need.
A blessing, says Pastor Ramon, for those who give and those who receive. In Nogales, Mexico, Patricio Espinoza, ABC 15. It seems cattle has an easier time crossing. More on that in a moment. Today, the fence covers more than 2,000 miles from the Pacific to Texas. And as we walk along the border fence, about 2,000 miles of it from the Pacific all the way to Texas, this is what we see. Personal items, shoes, a lot of water bottles, and then there's this, barbed wire. Here's a jacket, someone that perhaps at some point tried to cross the border. And many of those people wait sometimes for months in the Mexico side of the Nogales port of entry. Meanwhile, remember the cattle crossing fence back in the 1900s? Today, things have changed. And so there is a section of the wall right here that opens up Monday through Friday. And what happens is about 1,200 heads of cattle like this go through from Mexico right into the U.S. and straight to the American consumer. The cattle crossing takes minutes. And what about the immigrants waiting? Many who claim they just want to work. A recent nonpartisan congressional report shows immigrant workers will add about $7 trillion to the U.S. economy, plus an additional $1 trillion in federal taxes within the next 10 years. In Nogales, Mexico, Patricio Espinoza, ABC 15, Arizona.
ABC 15 spent 48 hours on the border